Thanks to the generous donation of longtime resident Eileen Brown and $25,000 from the city, the Kirkland Fire Department's antique fire truck has undergone a jaw-dropping makeover. In March of 2015, Battalion Chief Mike Jeffrey started searching for a restoration expert to tackle the difficult project of reviving this icon of the July 4th parade. Unfortunately, restoring fire trucks isn't a popular profession. As it turns out, race car builder Craig Forney was willing to give it a try.
Ended up being quite a bit more work than he thought, but he said, okay, I'll do it. And he got into it and found out that there were just so many things that you couldn't replace, so you had to hand make.
Craig spent nearly 2 years diligently working on the 1929 LaFrance, refurbishing and fabricating parts for the truck, piece by piece.
We didn't really do anything to the motor other than we rebuilt the water pump. It was leaking. We just built a new hood with a more modern hinge system in it. Made the gas pedal out of brass. We put new gauges in and tried to rebuild the speedometer the best we could. We couldn't find a seat that we felt fit the fire truck like it should. Our only option was to build the seats. Rebuilt the box in the back, redid the wood in the back, rebuilt the lights. And then we made these because we changed the angle of the running board, so we had to make these. It had some on there, but they just weren't, they didn't fit right. So
Craig's thoroughness and dedication to perfection show in every detail of the fire truck.
we did things like put Teflon in between the leaf springs so they wouldn't squeak when it's riding. It had a bumper on it that was just a piece of channel steel and was painted red. I hunted down a bumper that would fit, and this is actually off the back of a 56 Ford. This right here, they actually didn't know it existed because it was painted red. And so we stripped it down, and the finish on it was pretty decent. It was a little bit pitted down in here, so we just painted it black for that contrast, you know. My wife redid the whole ladder, hand sanded it. This is the original ladder. And then the bell up there, it was nickel plated and it was pretty bad looking. We couldn't restore the nickel on it. So I sandblasted it, and then a friend of mine, he hand sanded it, and then we polished it. And so it looks pretty good.
Craig's craftsmanship was on full display during the truck's splashy public debut at the July 4th parade this year. But it wasn't the accolades or the money that kept Craig working.
I wouldn't put out something that I didn't want for myself, you know, and if I was going to build a fire truck, this would be what I would build for myself if I was starting with that, you know. And so a lot of things we didn't have to do, but I guess because, you know, I wanted to make sure that everybody was happy, you know, I just wanted to do it the way that I would do it. I think everybody's pretty happy.
So we're real thankful that he stuck with it and finished it as he promised he would. As you can see, it all came out perfect, so we couldn't be happier.
In total, Craig Forney, with help from family and friends, put in well over 2,500 hours of work on recreating this Kirkland icon.